As we continue to highlight community heroes ahead of the second annual rally for our first responders, we turn our eye to local firefighters, specifically the Rehoboth Beach and Lewes fire companies.
For over a century, generations of locals have stepped up to uphold the tradition of keeping their neighbors safe. Today, we'd like to welcome into Historic Studio D Chief Aidan Gauze of the Lewes Fire Department and Assistant Chief Ken Swartz of the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Nice of you to join us this afternoon. Can you both individually tell me what made you want to become a firefighter?
Well, for me, it started at a very young age. I lived near a fire company. That whistle was always going off, and a couple of friends joined the fire company. They were a little bit older than me at 18 years of age, and I was hooked right away. So joined it from 18. I've been in and out of it my whole life. But it's a passion, and it gets in your blood, and you want to do it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a pretty similar story. I had a friend that joined a little bit older than me, and in Lewes, we're able to join at 14.
Okay.
So, you know, as an opportunity to kind of hang out with your friends and do something exciting, I joined when I was 14 and just never looked back.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you both.
Thank you both.
For being a part of the fire companies. Let's talk a little bit about what you do with the communities and how you serve the communities beyond firefighting.
Yeah, so although our area is certainly not the sleepy small town that it used to be, we think it's really important to be integrated with the community. So we try to support as many community events as we can, which we do frequently. Different events, you know, people will oftentimes want our apparatus, ladder trucks to display the flag, that kind of thing. And we really try and kind of do as much of that as we can to get the information out as to what we do. And then aside from that, obviously, people see us frequently going to a bunch of calls.
Yeah.
So what are the types of things, Kent, that fire companies need to serve effectively?
Well, first of all, it's people. You know, we are part of our communities. And that's what makes up the volunteer fire company. It's the neighbors. We're people on the streets just like everybody else. We need volunteers to continue this effort to go in there. We also need financial support. It's becoming more and more expensive to procure equipment, keep our current apparatus up, and keep all the training that's now required per all the regulations going. So. You know, fund your local volunteer fire companies as much as you can, and if you happen to have the time to give back, it's a great place to come down, join. We provide all the training. Both of our companies do. All the area companies do provide that training through the state, and you can be part of a great team.
Sure. Okay, so we have the rally for our first responders happening this weekend. What are you guys most looking forward to?
So last year was a great opportunity, again, just for us to interact with the community and to kind of educate the community as to what we do, right? So what I've found over the years is that a lot of people are just not familiar with what it takes behind the scenes to run a fire department. They see kind of the front lines of us driving down the road and stuff like that. So that's what I'd say is kind of the most rewarding thing for me, is to get the information out there.
It is, and really to touch base with people out there that possibly could become part of the volunteer fire companies. This is as much of a membership recruitment event as it is everything. But like Chief Gauze said too, we do a lot besides just fight fires, emergency medical services, water rescue. So we're going to have a lot of our equipment there just to show the community all of the different aspects of the fire departments.
And don't forget, the rally for our first responders is this Saturday from noon to 6 at Hudson Fields in Lewes. The rain date is May 21st. For all the information, check out their Facebook page. Again, Kent, Aidan, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Of course, thanks for having us.